Thank you. Welcome, everyone. This is Jackie Geisinger. I am coming to you live the last Monday of March. That sounds insane, but it's true. So as we wrap up the first quarter of the 2018 year, we are here tonight talking about Miami. We are going to talk a little bit about some ways to meet more people. And we're going to also focus on how to help those consultants getting off to a fast start. So they're business builders without pressure. They're business builders because they want to get off to a quick start and start making some fast cash. So we're going to talk a little bit about connecting with more and more people, because if we haven't yet achieved our sponsoring goals, then we just need to keep meeting more people. And then how to really leverage, again, using our Monday night Zoom meetings for the opportunity session. Okay, so we're going to spend a little bit of time doing that. I wanted to share just a quick update. I was very, very proud of what happened on our Friday phone-a-thon. So I wanted to say thank you to all of you that were participating, weaving it into your day on Friday. We had an absolute grand, successful phone-a-thon. And I know you can watch a lot of the videos on the consultant page. We shared some ideas. They are still true today, that you could take any of those sharing ideas that we did. So if you want to watch them, I was doing a little video recap every hour on the hour and sharing ideas, because you've got a full week to finish the month. So if your goal is to have 3 qualified new consultants to earn the hat and to earn the $150 pop-up salon shopping, which is all your Jafra branded clothing, banners, tablecloths, all the things you've wanted, we're only going to do twice a year. That's in Las Vegas, and when we have another conference again, similar to what we did in Dallas. There's only 2 places you're going to be able to purchase those Jafra embellished marketing tools, and that will be, again, you get $150 free shopping dollars in Las Vegas when you have 3 QNCs this month, alongside the hat, of course, that we have for marketing. So I just wanted to remind you, if that's your goal, keep sharing on the Miami Movers WhatsApp group, ideas, thoughts, things that are happening for you. So let's help everyone go achieve it. That's really our goal. So stay connected and stay tuned, and really keep sharing ideas all week long. The phone-a-thon was an absolute blast. Again, we had, goodness gracious, I don't remember where I wrote my total numbers anymore. It just went so crazy. But we did have over 70 orders. We had over, we ended up, a lot more came in this weekend. I didn't even add it to it. I'm pretty sure we had over 100 orders. I do know we ended up with over 20 parties booked. And I do know that we had over a dozen sponsors. So I want to say thank you to all of you. It was one of those days that, if you got engaged and involved, you could really go crazy and have some fun. And it was a fun contest to go live on Facebook. I challenge you to think about something like that, that you could do with your team this week, that you could do your own phone-a-thon, order-a-thon day, sponsor-a-thon, whatever you want to call it, but really just having the opportunity to have a lot of fun with the phone-a-thon. And it really is something you could do right through your live Facebook. You could meet on Zoom like we did, where we planned scripts, we talked about ideas. So I wanted to say congratulations to each and every one of you. We're going to have a rock star speak in just a minute, because she was the bookaholic. Oh my goodness. She was just a booking parties, Miss Ann up there. She was going crazy and had such great success. So I asked her to share with us tonight because it was so amazing. So I wanted to just give you kind of those food for thoughts, that this is something you could have a lot of fun with and avoid the last day of the month stuff that happens. You could pick a day this week and do this as well. So I, again, say thank you. But I really am so excited to hear from Ann, because she ended up, what did you book, Ann? 15 parties?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's just amazing. So I just want, right? Oh my goodness. I can't, like, that's insane. She kept going, another one, another one, another one. You also sponsored. And so just congrats. We just want to hear, what were you saying? What did you do? How were you booking these parties? You were like the rock star of the day. You just made me so excited. So tell us a little bit if you don't mind sharing.
Well, first I would go back to the ones that had hosted before and asked, hey, would you like to host another party? And most of them said yes. And then I made a post on my Facebook and asked whoever has Zoom, the Zoom app, if they would want to host a 1 to 2 hour party. And I got quite a bit from that one too.
So what made people want to book parties? I know your excitement. You were excited. Every time you booked another one, I could feel your energy going more and more. So I'm sure a lot of that was your excitement. But what did you find? People, why did they want to book parties? What did you see was in it for them, or how did you market why they would want to have a party?
To tell you the truth, I didn't tell them anything was in it for them.
Boy, that was easy.
I really didn't. All I said is, I've been challenged, and they said yes.
Okay, right there. That's funny. On our first call in the morning, we were talking about that. You know, I've been given a company challenge, right? I'm on a book-a-thon day, and would you have a party? And you can choose Zoom, right? I love how you did that. Hey, do you have a Zoom app? Boom, great. Why would you? Let's have a Zoom party. So I love that. Little information, simple ways for people to support your challenge, but suddenly you have this full calendar. Like, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Literally probably the best booker I've ever heard in a day. So I want to say congratulations to you. So I'm going to let you, oh my gosh, it was so cool. So I bragged about you to the president and vice president. I was like, you can't believe this. She booked 15 parties. Oh my gosh. So like your name's already going famous all across the Jafra home office team. So we're very excited for you. So anyone have questions for Ann? You kept it so simple, it's just silly. Right? It's just awesome. Oh my gosh, how amazing. So congratulations again. I really appreciate you sharing. Just love it. Is there, are most of them going to be skincare parties? Is that what you're doing?
Right now they're all online, and I just saw a post that was in Lori's that Lori just posted. I'm going to try some of that online and see how that does.
Ah, very cool. I was going to have Lori share too. I love that. She, we had the perk and privilege to sit face to face, Lori and I, and just talk about parties and trying to find a simpler way, right, to reach parties, talk about parties, and just get booked, right? Get yourself booked in. So that was really what we wanted to focus on tonight. And I know Lori just said, oh my gosh, I just got this post ready. Here we go. So thank you. That'll be a perfect segue. Lori, do you want to share a little bit? Let me do a prelude. I want to say thank you because Lori and Jackie Els, as you know, a couple weeks ago, started this whole party. They were talking about parties. We had just launched this new hostess program, gives you a whole reason to say, oh my gosh, I'm doing hostess reviews. I'm challenged to go do some new parties with this new host program and want your feedback. And so they were doing these product reviews, and many of you have done that, and we'll have everybody sharing. But I want to say thank you to them because it created a buzz. And I have to tell you, I love the power of social media. And we've been everywhere I go, I can be on any group call, and I was in different cities. And people were already talking about, oh yeah, I quickly went and did one of those reviews. It was really cool. So just them being forced to speak and train caused some new ideas, and it's just taken off what her and Jackie have done. So first, I just have to say thank you to both of them because the buzz is happening everywhere and people are doing it. I loved when Susan was on last week, showed us her kitchen and her dining room, and we were able to see how she quickly did reviews right there at her house. So I just love it. So thank you for that. And so Lori, tell us what's happening with you with parties, what's going on with your change of focus and what you're posting.
I think what she's referring to is maybe Janet Zanini's thing get popped up after like 2 years. The Facebook.
Oh, the Facebook one. I saw that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
she's talking about. So for me, from a party standpoint, it's all about first of all value added to the whoever's hosting it, and then also I want to be able to talk about it from my heart, not just give me money, give me, come, do this so I can make money from you. So I decided to focus on spa, and because to me, I'm a very busy mom, and I run 3 businesses, and I'm kind of running in circles all the time. And so the idea of stopping and doing any kind of self-care is nearly impossible, it feels like. So I can totally empathize and feel that so I can talk about it from my heart and really talk about it from a place of experience, not just words. So my focus is just to spoil them. And basically, I when I talk about it, I start with a word picture. So I describe them, and the first thing out of my mouth is, you are tired. Your feet hurt. You've been running all day doing work and business. And I'm just like I'm without me even saying anything else, that's what I'm talking about in my posting. And so I'm describing how they feel, and I'm offering a solution. And the solution is I'm calling it a marble foot spa. So, and I describe how the marbles are going to massage the bottom of the feet. I describe they're going to use scented oils, and they're going to be with their girlfriends, and so I'm describing this whole story of what they're going to experience. And so I invited a few people to where I was talking about all that, and then I just private messaged a couple of them, but one of them in particular, I know she's a mom. She's got a teething toddler. She's tired. She works all the time, and she's a acupuncturist, this particular girl. So I messaged her and I just said, hey, would you want to host, after I sent her the description, would you like to host a marble foot spa event either at your home or your office? Because she's at this wellness place. And she goes, really? I said, yeah. And she goes, yeah. So, but I started off with just, this is what you get, and this is a feeling you're going to have. And then I followed it up with, do you want to do it? So, and it was like exclamation point, yes, she wants to do it, which was just fun because I know she needs it. So my target audience, when Jackie and I were talking a while ago, I think we talked about your target audience and thinking about who you want to speak to when you're marketing. And so my focus right now is busy moms. And then on the flip side, I wanted to pick a way to give back. And so my choice on who I'm giving back to is domestic violence victims in shelters. So I have a 2-prong approach. I am focused on finding clients and people to spoil who need it, who I can empathize with. And then that same group, and more publicly, I'll be doing some fundraisers and more specifically working with some shelters, teaching them how to be in an interview and things like that. So I'm super excited about that. It's a little bit crazy to think of right now because there's so many thoughts flying around in my head. But I wanted to do both. I wanted to give on the sense of doing the spa, which is going to make them feel something immediately. And then I also want to give more than that. It's like what we do is making people feel appreciated and valuable, and we make them feel special. And nobody needs that more than victims of domestic violence. So, so it's like a 2-prong approach that I'm going with, but it's all from one focus that I have, and that focus is people who need a little extra spoiling at the end of the day. So
I love that.
That was a lot of words for a short thing, but yes.
Do you care if I read this?
No, it's okay.
This is so cool. So she was really evolutionizing, why would I do parties? How do I do them? Because it's been, and I'm going to be honest, if it's okay, it's been kind of a block for Lori. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, you know what? It's the one thing, like if you can learn one skill, what's the one skill you need to learn to get different results? I challenge you all on that. It's Eric Warr, his last chapter. And you have to just focus on that one skill, right? So if Lori's like, oh, I just need to get those parties. It'd be a whole lot easier, right? When I could have some woman bring me 10 people and I could treat them to a spa experience. Oh my gosh, that's so far easier than trying to find 10 prospects, right? So, and it's cold and you got to wait till they're warm and then you got to try to get them on. So it was something we really talked about, but it was really about her passion so that it was natural for her. That matters to her because she struggled having parties with, people getting like she's getting something versus what are they getting. And I loved this. So I wanted to share words because I challenge you all to think about this. Even if you're doing a Zoom party like Anne could have people sitting in her office that are doing the experience, right? And sometimes you could even send little, samples to people and they sit in their room with a couple of friends and a glass of wine while you're sitting in yours. And you can have little mini big Zoom parties, I should say, that really can be fun and different and versus just, showing and selling. So even if you just had the ginger sea salts sent to people or the scrub, oh my gosh. So I want you to think on all the platforms we're marrying here. But this was Lori's verbiage, which, by the way, I think is absolutely awesome. It's why I wanted to leverage it if she was, or share it with you if she was okay. So thank you for that. So she wrote, you've had a long day. You've been running all day between work, kids, errands, and more. Your feet ache. You need a foot massage. You need your girlfriends. You need a glass of wine or sparkling water or cucumber water. That's where I come in. Imagine a few friends, a bowl of hot water, soothing oils, marbles lining the bottom of your bowl to massage your aching feet, a glass of bubbly, and some relaxing music. Drift away, relax, rejuvenate, re-energize, refresh. You can even choose to go all in and do a spa mud mask with Dead Sea minerals and cool cucumbers on your eyes to soothe and reduce swelling. Let's celebrate World Marbles Day with me on Friday, March 30th by booking your own complimentary Marble Foot Spa Escape. And let me show you how to create your own escape at home. So you can see what she described. They can picture. Now, I don't know about y'all, but anybody just decide they wanted one of those? Sure sound wonderful, didn't it?
The best part is that all of the stuff I'm using is from Dollar Tree. So there's the white tubs are there. They're they're $1, and you can get little things of marbles there for $1. You can, so each person. And honestly, I'm just gonna have them take them home with them. I'm not gonna try bleaching them or any of that, because if I have a party and it costs me $10 or $20 or whatever, I mean, it depends. Of course, I might change my mind on that, but right now my plan is to just give it away so they can take it home with them and experience the same thing again. So, and of course with my products.
Cool. Exactly. I love that. So I think that's a great idea. I love what she's doing. And again, said it right away. She started booking, right? So anyone else with other thoughts, ideas, comments, questions, anything on this subject that we're on right now with bookings or having success yourself? I know, Esther, you had an event over the weekend. Anybody have other things they want to share that's happening with their orders, their bookings, and or their sponsoring over the last week?
Think how powerful those words are that you just read. The desire that creates, even if you don't see them, if they just can read those words, that's going to change some people's attitudes.
Exactly. It just felt so good, right?
I would also suggest you find a photo somewhere that looks peaceful. Whether it's something you took at a beach, whether it's something that speaks peacefulness to you, and attach it. It doesn't have to have anything to do with Jafra. It doesn't have anything to do with even foot spas, but just something that when you look at it, you're like, oh, I wish I was sitting there right now, and send that along with it. And just, whatever your happy place is, because it's visual and it's verbal. So it's both.
I love that. Love that. You're right, Carla. It's just that, oh my gosh, I already feel better thinking about it, right? So absolutely. Again, just a great idea. We're going to go back. I'll show you a little bit with the calendar. I wanted to come back, and because there's a reason, Lori and I were really talking about having reasons to connect to people. For, if you're stuck and you can't book something or get out in the community, it's like you need a reason to have some fun and connect with people that seems natural and fun. So we're going to look at the social calendar that we've talked about, but we're going to really talk about it tonight, because you can do things very quickly and get things moving very quickly. Because Friday is National Marble Day, that twisted into party bookings. And you could do one in the morning, one at lunchtime, right? So maybe it's mom's group at, on a Friday morning. You could do 3, 4 if you wanted to. You could go to an office. Next week is legal assistance office, and do a Friday foot spa for their lunch break. So, I mean, think about, you could have a whole day and do 4 marble parties and foot escapes. And I will tell you, they wouldn't be hard to book when they're described like that. The key is they want a picture. She said it so perfect. You have to picture, what are they going to feel like, versus, oh, it's a party, I'm just going to buy stuff. That's what it feels like sometimes, right? Where this is an experiential. There's different ways to do it. One is, I'm helping you shop, doing an online party. That's awesome. We've got great deals, great specials. You could do drawings. You could do some beauty recipes. You could be on Facebook Live. So again, that's one way to do it. The second piece again to that is doing actual experiences in offices, in groups, or in homes. So when you go back to the product review, one of the things that we talked about as well, if you're really focused on sponsoring, let's say you spent the next 3 days trying to reach 10 people a day to invite to be a consultant. So you hit your 3 QNCs and it moves you towards Miami. If you were doing that, think about using those videos. We talked about on the last call, the opportunity meeting, maybe for the next 4 days, you post one video to different people, or you post one video to the same group. The next day you do video number 2. What are some of the things, again, that you would use? We did a little bit of this last week. What words would you be saying? Inviting people and using those tools like the videos that we just used in the opportunity meeting. There's also great slides you could cut and paste that are more picture orientated. So think about what you're doing with sponsoring, what you're doing with booking. So we're going to set up your April calendar. With the reviews, I know the product reviews have gone quickly and gone quite well, that I'm hearing back from feedback. But you could do opportunity reviews and tell them you're excited to do opportunity reviews. You've been challenged by the company, because I'm challenging you. How many opportunity sessions can you get together for product and opportunity on Zoom, in a room, whatever that is, in the next few days? Don't quit not achieving your goals if that's what's going to be important to give you the goals that you want, the income, the overrides if you're a manager, the promotion to manager, the hat, the shopping spree, and Miami. And it really truly is just maybe each day using those tools and planting the seeds, but inviting people to do opportunity reviews, inviting people to do a hostess review, right? So again, I've been challenged to do 4 new parties with our new hostess plan. Would you like to be one of my practice parties or my training parties? So I love how Ann kept that simple. And Lori's using the holidays, okay? So again, we'll go into that calendar, but I want to take you back to, let me go back to my screen, bear with me here. Let me take you to some of these holidays. And this is what Lori and I were brainstorming on when I sat with her at her house, sorry, bear with me, was just talking about, sorry, don't need all this right now. What is going on, in the upcoming month. And when you take a look at what's happening, this is where we were kind of starting the brainstorming. So when you take a look here, and I'm going to ask you all to share, but I want to pick out a few spotlights. You want to look at your calendar, like the IPA calendar that Scott has on Facebook or on Beautiful, and say, okay, what do I need to put in my calendar? And some of the easiest things to do is use these holidays. So it's National Cleaning Week, right? And so one of the things Lori and I brainstormed on was having trash can parties where you do, you can do it with skincare, you can do it with bath and body, you could do it with fragrance, you could do it with makeup. But it's National Cleaning Week, so you're having trash can parties. You go to the dollar store, you buy a little trash can, and you do this spontaneously. You can host it yourself. Find a friend maybe who would have a space in her house to host it, or maybe there's a coffee shop or somewhere you can go. Or Lori and I went out to the restaurant, and they were more than happy at an Oriental Garden restaurant to give her a table in the far back area where she could do some beauty appointments there. And they were fine with that. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but they come in, they bring their old makeup in, and they toss it into the trash can. And when they toss and replace it with Jafra products, you give them, a cleaning coupon or a discount on the products that they're throwing away and replacing. And in spring, it's spring cleaning. So it's something you could do very quickly this week, is do a trash can party. And then you can, again, ask everyone to bring a couple of friends, work with the person who's having it. Maybe it's a hostess, or even in a clothing store, it's kind of a fun thing that, you could go out and you don't have to do the trash can because they wouldn't know to bring it. But you could have her post on her Facebook page, stop by for, 2-minute makeup consultations, and bring in your old cosmetics and trash it and get, 20% off any purchase that day. So you could actually even be in stores if you wanted to do this, and they could push it social media. But we were talking about getting things quickly on your calendar versus waiting for a whole nother month. That was one. The next one was the Legal Assistance Day. And again, calling the offices, even if you haven't done this, because what is it, tomorrow? Am I right? I don't even know. Maybe it's today, 26th, tomorrow. The key to this, so it's today, is still call those offices. Tell them you're a spa on wheels. You do spa treatments. And this week, yesterday was Legal Assistance Day, but you still want to be able to go into a few offices and just stop by, maybe at lunchtime, and do hand treatments, or, maybe you want to do the marble foot soak. So again, you could take and still do it. Don't ever think the holiday's over. They do Legal Assistance Day all week long. And then that's where Lori did the World Marble Day is this Friday. And so she wanted to create a storyboard around that and target specific that. So that was kind of the key that we looked at for parties for this week. I'm going to pause before I go forward, and I want to come back to the audience and just see, is there anyone that has anything booked for any of these holidays that we just talked about, or any ideas going on in your mind, what you could do this week, just for the last week of March, from either sharing the opportunity, doing parties, or events like this? Anybody with any thoughts or ideas? How does everyone feel about calling a law office and talking about this?
Jackie, I have a couple coming up this week. They couldn't do it today because it's Monday, and Monday's crazy and trying to get ready for court dates and stuff. But we have a few lined up for this week.
Esther, what did you say? Tell us a little more about that. What did you say, and what did they say yes to?
Well, I already knew a couple of them for various reasons. So they were, I think one of them I called, I didn't know them, and I just told them basically that I wanted to help them celebrate all the hard work their legal assistants do, because I've worked in a similar environment before, so I know all the stuff that they do, and I'm giving them a free $10 gift certificate that they can use for whatever. I didn't even put with purchase or anything. I just said $10 gift certificate, and then I'll go in there, and the ladies will choose if they want me to do something right then and there, or if they want to book it for later time. But it has to be this week.
Okay, good. Excellent. So, and are you going in, are you doing facials? Is that what you said? Forgive me.
No, if they want me to do a facial or a foot soak, they're gonna schedule that at a later time, like after work or
Got it.
whatever, but
Okay.
it has to be this week during the appreciation week. If they just want like the hand treatment or whatever, then I can do that in the office. We're leaving it up to the ladies because when you walk into a lawyer's office, you never know what kind of emergency comes up, especially if you're dealing with a criminal lawyer or something like that, or even a domestic lawyer. That's why I call him family lawyer. You never know what's going to pop up. So some ladies feel like, depending on what kind of caseload they have, they're not going to want it right then just because they need their hands for whatever they're doing. So
Okay, excellent.
several of the lawyers I talked to, we just decided that I'll go in there and present them with like a little gift bag with samples and the gift certificate in there, and then let them tell me, do you want something right now, or do you want me to meet up with you later this week?
Excellent. Very good. Great idea. Okay. Anyone else? Any questions? Any thoughts or ideas?
Hi, Jackie. This is Amy. How's everyone?
Good. Good to see you.
I'm sorry, I've been a little MIA here and there, but finishing up the school district calendar out here with some of the teachers and preparing for Teacher Appreciation Week is one of my upcoming goals that I'm hoping I can share. But in the meantime, I have shared with some moms-to-be that went on maternity leave, the baby care line, and also, our Tender Moments line. And also, I have some sensitive skin clients that have just bragged about Royal Jelly and how everything else on the market that they had tried had been a failure. But it appears that Royal Jelly is definitely heaven sent for them. And I just received today my finally lip balm. So I am actually wearing it. So I have no makeup on, but I have the berry lip balm, and it's great. It feels amazing to be able to sometimes not wear color. You just want to be neutral, but still protect your skin. And that's amazing with this line. I think it's going to be, I'm just ready to get it in a larger size, hopefully, but we'll see. And I'm ready to share that with some other clients. And I'm heading to LA this week with my girls to try and spread some more Royal Jelly items to see what feedback I can get. But so far, a lot of baby testimonies with the Precious Protein Balm, the Tender Moments, and also Royal Jelly for sensitive skin have all been a plus on my end. And I want to thank everyone for still being there, recording the meetings, because yes, I have been low MIA unexpectedly, but as we all say, life does happen. But the beauty of having Jafra is it has your back. And y'all an amazing team, and I greatly appreciate everyone. Love you guys all. I may be gone for a little bit, but I'm not lost. So
we're always here. I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I love it. It's focusing on those moms groups. You're right. Coming up in May is the Teachers Week. That's a big deal. National Nurses, that's another big deal coming up. So you're right on. And just getting out there and sharing. It's like, how many people do I need to be in front of to get the results I need? And face-to-face interaction will by far always outweigh everything, right? So,
yeah.
So I love that. Thank you for sharing. And we just love having you with us live. So glad you're here. We're always here for you. So thank you for that. So, all right. Anyone else want to share any other thoughts or ideas?
I'm super excited.
What happened? Tell us.
So the whole time we've been on these meetings for the past couple of hours, I had that event this past Saturday. And I got several ladies' nights and stuff booked from that. We've been finalizing a lot of stuff, but now I guess I'm not allowed to say who the celebrity is, but I'm going to an event in the middle of April, and I will actually get to meet a celebrity, and they will be getting stuff from us. So, and there's gonna be I lost the number, but over 100 swag bags will have Jafra stuff in them. So I'm like dying here.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
What kind of an event did you have this weekend? Tell everyone what the event was.
So a lady was doing an event, and I think she called it Pearls of Wisdom, and the way she phrased it was showing women how to declutter your mind so that you can go forward with things. And with me, everybody knows that I use the spa line for de-stressing purposes because of my story, and I won't go into that right now. And so they had me do 65 swag bags, set up a table, and do a speech at that event. And I actually ended up having to leave before they finished. It was supposed to finish at 1 o'clock, and I left at 2:30, and they were still going. By the time I left, I had several pre-orders for the Rose Blossom fragrance that's coming out. And I had several women from all over North Carolina planning ladies' nights. They're going to do them like a de-stress workshop is how they're hosting them. So that's what I've been doing all day, is finalizing all those schedules since I did have to leave that day. So
Wow. That is awesome. I love it. Ladies' night out. So again, look at your verbiages, right? And what you're booking. You're kind of seeing the same thing. Getting together with, friends, fun, girl time. Let's put our phones away. Let's de-stress, right? Let's rub our feet over marbles. So I love that. That's awesome. Congrats. Oh my gosh, we can't wait to hear about your celebrity.
yes, I'm waiting. I just asked her, I was like, can I please tell who the celebrity is? And she's like, no, because they've got certain other people that have to know first before they can release it. So I was like, okay, I'll wait.
That's so cool. By the way, your hair is adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Super, 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 super cute. So again, great. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to go back to the calendar, and I want you to see this repetition. All right. So I'm not going to go through each category, but I want to give you some thoughts and ideas. If you've never done this, I challenge you to try this. It's super fun. So let me just grab a couple of thoughts here. So if you look at April to the right side, so you can have as much fun with holidays as you want. If you take April 1st, that would be a really fun, now you maybe don't want to do it on a Sunday, that's up to you. But what a fun idea to do like a stop fooling around, April Fools, right? Opportunity session. You could use that story, that post, you could post a video and invite them to the Monday night Zoom on April 2nd. But I want you to think about, these are stories. These make it fun and different. This is your brand. Just like Lori kind of gave us a vision of what this foot spa escape is, OMG, that's what you're doing as well. I think April Fool's Day is a wonderful post. Stop fooling around with debt. Stop fooling around with jobs you hate. Join me to hear more about. Ask me for an information video. And so again, think about what can you do to use the April Fools coming up. You also have April 4th. So I'm trying to help you calendar plan for the month of April to meet enough people to help you earn Miami. So the key is, again, look at the vitamin C day. This is April 4th. So it's a really cool day to have like a spa tour. You are going on a tour to do skincare consultations with, vitamin C, royal jelly and vitamin C facials. It could be a day you decide to order sachets now and do sachet giveaway day representing vitamin C. Vitamin C is obviously one of your vitamin infusions. Vitamin C is in your solar protection. So what can you do? It could be, I'm a spa on wheels. I'm doing 30-minute neighborhood drive-bys, and I'm going to be in your area between 9 and noon. You can have you and up to a few friends at the table, and I'm going to treat you to, a facial consultation. And so just sitting down and we'll go through your regimen and see, what you've got for your spring get your glow on for spring. So again, that's a really fun day. You could go to a vitamin store. Nutrition stores are all over. It's vitamin C day. They may know it, they may not. But you could literally say, if you'd like, we could push it through both of our Facebooks, but we could certainly have you sell vitamin C that day, and I'll sit at the table if you want to have me here for free and do back of the hand vitamin C royal jelly facials. So, handshills. So it's a great thing. I know Susan last week, she was on every one of the Zooms for the phone-a-thon, and she had given out some samples at the hospital of her sachets and called the lady back, and, that phone-a-thon pushed her to go make the call and get some orders. And the woman was like, yeah, oh my gosh, I was going to call you anyway. And she had a, $150 order. So again, think about those 2 days as an opportunity push, as a way to, again, maybe host a party, get a hostess for a party that day, give her some, give her the solar protection free, because it's the only thing not in the hostess program. Next, you have a couple of things. In the month of April, this is where Lori and I kind of had a little table discussion. It's Women Helping Women Heal Month. And so I asked her to think about, is there a cause that you could go in and help women somewhere in a shelter? Or, where could you go and either speak to women, help women heal? And that's how her whole platform of, oh my gosh, I would love to do something forward for women came from. So that's another thought for you all. And you want to spend, 1 day a week. I used to spend every Thursday morning from about 9 to 11. And I would do that was my marketing day. When I called local businesses, I looked through the town for events that I could get free tabletops. I would send cards to new businesses that opened up. I could go find out who's got engaged and get married. I could find out the new babies in town. So I would take time and go through today it's online, local newspaper. And I had to block time to do that. But you know what? That's how I got connected to so many people. Just like Esther keeps moving from one event to the next event, and that will happen. It's also Easter. So I'm going to come back. If anybody has something fun they've done with Easter eggs, I used to love an Easter basket full of eggs. So I'll come back and ask you. I don't want to tell you. I want to see if anyone's got any history. But I wanted to focus on these weeks. These are some weeks that go on in the community. So the first week is Explore Your Career Option Week. The next week is National Student Employment Week. And I'm going to take those two. You could go into a high school and ask if you could call a high school, you could call any junior college or whatever you wanted to, and just call and say, maybe even a women's group, for goodness sakes, a Bible group, and talk about it. It's Explore Your Career Option Week. I'm looking for a couple of places to do some free seminars on looking at self-employment, how to work for yourself. And I think it's a great place to teach students at a great age, right? Give them your cards. Oh my gosh, they all have moms. Some of them are graduating here in the next month and looking for summer income and college, tuition. So you've got that. It's also National Student Employment Week. I used to call colleges and ask them if I could set up a tabletop and just give students some ideas for summer income options, if they would allow me to come inside or outside the bookstore. Those were two things I always did and had a lot of fun with. The next one, this is another easy one. The April 11th through the 17th, start calling now, just like you heard Esther talk about the legal assistant. You call some of the local dentists and you tell them, hi, my name is Jackie Geisinger. I'm a business owner in town. And I basically call myself a spa on wheels. And I love partnering with local businesses. My goal is to really help you look like the best boss in town. I can only pick a couple of dental offices to do this with. So I'm going to pick 3 in the area or in a 20-mile radius. But I want to go in. I know it's National Hygienist Week. And I want to just go in and treat your hygienist to something really cool and different. Do you do anything for your hygienist right now during this week? So I'd ask a little bit, how many do they have in their office? I could probably Google and find out, but I'd ask a little bit, get to know them. If they couldn't talk that day, I'd just say, is there a time I can call and just talk to you for about 5 minutes? I've got something really cool and different that I'm doing to the first 3 dental offices that would like to treat their hygienist to something unique and different. And I just tell them, I do a little bit of at the spot treatments. I can come in, and if you want to do it right at lunchtime before everybody goes to lunch break, we could do hand treatments. If you would like to do more, I even do after hours. So when the business closes, they stay in the office and we treat them to Lori's wonderful foot marble, foot soak, foot escape, whatever she called it. Sorry, I don't have her words down yet. But, you know, we could do something that way. Or you could do something Esther's doing. Go in, bring them a treat bag and give them, you know, a $10 coupon just from you, the boss, you know, their dentist, just saying thank you for all they do to contribute to a successful dental office. You can also do National Volunteer Week. Look in your area. Who in the area? What's an organization that you could go in and just say thank you to the volunteers? Then you've got a couple more things here. You've got Money Smart Week. Again, another session of how to be money smart. Always have a gig, right? It's the gig economy. So teaching people to always have a small business on the side for some fun money. I would use the opportunity brochure, go in and read from that, and just show people how direct sales is such a great business today. You can do this. A lot of business courses, a lot of fraternities and sororities love this. Going into facial esthetician schools, massage schools, any of that fits in any of these Smart Week. It's also National Small Business Week. You could do the same thing that way. National Administrative Week, all of the administrative assistants, oh my goodness sakes, that's a big, big week as well in the month of April. That week, I was flooded all the time. You can do some before work, some after hours. You can do lunch and learns, but just coming in and, again, treating them to just a little 20-minute session. It's great team spirit. It makes the boss look like he's the bomb. And you get to spread some Jaffa love around town. And it's just getting in front of people to see if they, again, have a need for products and or opportunity. And ask the boss for permission, you know, about sharing. So again, are you okay? If they decide they want to buy something, are you okay with that? I'm not here doing a big sales pitch. But of course, when I get to the end, they want to know how they can buy some. Are you okay with that? And blah, blah, blah. So you just, you know, just tell them a little bit about what it's going to be like so that they see they're really getting a little special treatment from you. So I'm going to go back. I'm done with this, but I just wanted to open this up. How many of you do something like this in your calendar each and every month? Okay, cool. Carla, do you have, thank you for raising your hand. Do you have any experiences or any tips you could share in doing things like this in the community?
You got to keep ahead of it, because if you wait until the last minute, then it doesn't flow. So this, I would start today at the latest, well, tomorrow at the latest, to do anything for Easter and do anything at the Easter theme. And you could use the Easter theme all week with the eggs and putting gift certificates inside the eggs, and someone could pick out something out of the basket and, you know, hold a Jaffa party and get a $10 gift or something to that sort. And you just kind of, there's so many gimmicky things you can do. You just have to plan ahead and be creative. Go to the dollar store and look. Tuesday morning, if you've got a Tuesday morning near you, Tuesday morning has a lot of holiday ideas that are not your standard ideas.
Love it.
You just have to
Love
plan
it.
it. But you don't have to spend a lot of money.
Correct. Exactly. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, you can put eggs in a basket, go around town and give them away, right? I'm giving away some excellent gift certificates this week as we celebrate Easter. I'm hopping around town. I don't know, be goofy. Go buy if you're a goofball, which I am.
Bunny ears.
Literally. Yeah, go get the bunny ears. This is still my Valentine's Day, right? But go put on some bunny ears and give away free facials and, you know, a coupon for their first free facial for them and up to 5 friends or whatever you want to do. So you can go out and do that. If they're sitting there and you know, they're at a party, they can draw an egg, and you could do it the whole month, right? So like Carla said, plan to do it though. That's why I wanted to give you the calendar. You can't do every week something, right? It'll make you crazy. But you want to pick the ones, and that's what Lori and I did at our table. Of all of these, what resonates with you that you can do quickly, that you can start to call now? And imagine having an event in your community, the dentist week, right? You could have something every day in a dental office. You're going to meet enough people right there to book more, sell more, share more, and sponsor. It's just getting out there. So you want to plan. That's why I wanted to get a step ahead. What can you do quickly to finish strong? And then what can you do to plan to have places to go to? When you have bookings on your calendar like Miss Ann, you're in business. When you don't have bookings, you're constantly feeling angst. Anyone relate to that? So plan ahead. If you don't have the hostesses yet, plan to get them like you're hearing ideas tonight. Get events like you're hearing Esther. Like Carla said, get a little step ahead of the game. Don't do it all. Don't make it complicated, but pick a few things that you want to focus on. And I know for Lori, that was what we started to think about. All of a sudden she's like, oh, my kids have a new dentist. I know a dentist really well. Oh, this acupuncturist. I bet she would do the marble thing. And before you know it, she was like, that's okay. Those are things I can do. And now she's already working with the booking already. You know, we sat down on Thursday at her house, and here she's already booking into Friday of this week. So
You can do the same
quickly.
things online too, Jackie.
Yes.
If you were giving away
Sure.
gift certificates, you could do it. There's so many of those raffle things that you could do. So you say pick a number from 1 to whatever. The end of the week, do your drawing.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Very cool. So, all right. I'm going to pause. I'm going to come back to you. This is about, do you have any opportunity sessions coming up that if you're meeting people, you can invite them to this week? How can you plant more seeds? This is about maybe doing reviews. This is about using the word challenge, like we heard Ann. I love that. This is about getting planned ahead to go out in that community and meet some new people. So let me just bring this back. Who has ideas, or what are some of the action steps you're gaining from us doing this tonight?
I've triggered a whole list of about 50 people I need to contact this week that I haven't followed up with in the last 30 days.
Excellent. So your list is growing. I love that. All
I
right, 10 a
have
day.
who
10
to
a day.
reactivate, who to sponsor, who to get an
Cool.
order from.
Good. Excellent. Well, we're sitting here and getting your minds going to the list. Love it. Thank you. Okay, what else? What else did you gain from tonight, or questions you even have about what we're talking about? This is your place to leave with an action plan.
I just, on a side note, just posted a bunch of game ideas for Facebook that I literally went and found on Google by typing in Facebook party ideas or Facebook party games. And then you just click on images and it will pull up literally thousands of images and game ideas. So I just posted a couple of, like maybe 20 that I just grabbed, and a couple of them are mine that I've created a while back. So feel free, but go to Pinterest and literally Google games, because direct selling games are everywhere online, and you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just go snag them off Pinterest or Google or whatever and use them, because make sure it doesn't say another company, obviously, on the image, but there's lots out there. So there you go.
And there is, I'd have to find it. Oh my gosh, I have too many WhatsApps to get through. Oh my gosh, to find it, I'm going to. It's like wheel.org. There's something really cool.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
not
the
mine.
one?
I found that. I'll go back and look, because that's a lot of fun too.
That's a lot of fun. You can download. So if you're going to go on Facebook and do drawings live, like I do random.org, right? So I just punch in 1 through 10 and it randomly selects a person for me. This one is a wheel, and there's tons of games and really cool things, and you can do it. And that's what some of the sales managers did with their phone-a-thon, and just had a lot of fun. There's a ton of really cool games. I think it's wheel.org. I'm sorry if I don't have it quickly.
Oh, I'm not thinking of that one. I'm thinking of the one where you can make your own wheel of fortune, where you can create a
You
Wheel
can.
of Fortune one. Yeah.
You can on this too.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
But it's all, oh my gosh, it's the coolest. I gotta find it. I'll find it. So again, cool things you can do that way. I love it because you can do a lot of things online as well as in person to what we're saying. Okay, what else? Anyone else? What's your action? What's your one thing you thought about that you can take from tonight's time? And silence does not make me feel good. Just so you all know, because then I wasted my evening. Don't do that to me. I'm kidding. I would never waste my evening. I'm joking. So what's another idea or a takeaway, an action step that you're like, you know what? I'm going to try this. You got to get out of your box. If you want to go big, you got to get out of your box. All right, so go for it. Go, Carol. Let me unmute you.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Carol.
Hi, I know I've been missing in action for a little while, but it's so good to see everybody. I've been thinking about doing something similar to what we did in January with the One Bring One, and I've been thinking about doing it myself with the first three people do that, because I'm going to get $150 spending money in Las Vegas from Jafra, so I might as well take that $50 and spend it towards One Bring One, and I'm going to offer that again because I think people just could not visualize and conceive of what this was. It was too weird for them, and they just couldn't get their heads wrapped around it. So I'm going to reach out to a couple of people that said that to me, and others as well, and do that. And I think the best thing for me in my area as far as reaching out to companies that have legal assistance and that's where is to work with the ones that I already do business with. Because in our area, even in the suburbs of the Washington, D.C. area, you are not allowed to solicit. They will not let you do that. It's on every door. So it's best to start with the businesses that you already are a customer of yourself. Your own dentist, your lawyer or whatever. Because that's the best way for me to proceed with reaching out to businesses like beauty salons and stuff like that.
Excellent. Love that. And that's why I do phone calls versus walk in. You're just calling about employee events. And so they may take it, you're right on. They may take the call, they may not. If you walk in, that's cool too, but they may let you in, they may not. But you know what? It didn't hurt for me. It was like, well, I don't lose anything calling, but you are spot on. Think of who do you know or already do business with, or who do you know that does business with them? If you have a connection, absolutely so cool. So love it, love it.
Especially your clients as well that work in those types of offices.
Exactly. And that is so true. Think of your clients, think of your connections. It's very smart. Okay, we'll do one or two more, and then we're going to take off for the evening. I did not go into the consultants getting off to a fast start tonight. I didn't want to combine our brains on overload. I wanted to just make sure you feel like you've got events finishing strong this week, and you feel like you've got that calendar plan. So when you turn the pages April 1st, you've got things up and going. Like Carla said, getting prepared. So from everything we've been talking about, it's just getting in front of more people. So anyone else with any ideas they have or things they're taking away from tonight?
Ladies, come on.
Right?
Jackie, I'm setting
Thank you, Laurie. I'm like, forget about it. I'm kidding.
that I just the ladies staff restroom because I take away that the tour that we get in Houston Distribution Center. So I figure every staff is going to go to the bathroom eventually, and why not just walk out with clean hands but moisturize? So I'm spreading the product a little bit that way. And at the same time, I love the fact that on our website, we have the what's trending. And it brings me back to that she's saying she's getting celebrity invitations, but that we were on the red carpet, I believe, at the one of the award shows. So not only are we like nationally, but in Hollywood as well. And spreading that, to people as a testimonial definitely helps that celebrities are starting to get a hold of our product and probably have been, but just it hasn't been out there. So I love the fact that that's shared on our website and we can look at the video anytime to refer to it.
Love that. I know Susan had so much fun. She had the greatest idea. She's really pushing the talk.
Mhm.
So using the talk, like we were just on the talk. And so she's talking about that, right? And messaging that to people. And again, you've got the Royal Jelly video from the opportunity meeting. And so again, what can you do this week or doing those Royal Jelly facials? Hey, we're on the talk. They're talking about us. Let me come over and just treat you, right, to a Royal Jelly facial or a sachet. So again, think about this. I know our time is up, but I want you to really think about, what do I have planned? Where can I go? How can I get, again, amazing bookings? Anne, how do I get my calendar full like Anne? What is my passion, like Lori shared? So that I've got places where people are bringing me people. And the key is when they book it, you tell them who you're looking for to attend their party, right? You're looking for people who are looking for spring income. You're looking for people that love to have parties so that she gets more, rewards for bookings. You're looking for people that love fashion and beauty and fragrance and bath and body. So make sure you really work with them to bring you 30, 40 guests invited. And how can you really help her get the most out of the hostess program? So again, I want to say thank you for tonight. Think about it, make a plan, but keep sharing. Finish this month strong. Don't leave 3 QNCs on the table if you can. And we're going to focus next week on how to really help those consultants get off to a great start. But I feel like we're all still in the process of getting the sponsoring going, right? As we're kind of still getting through the computer stuff. Just keep it going. We're going to get through it. And again, keep that team growing, and we'll work together how to help them have success in their next 8 weeks with Miami. So all of you that are leaders, you've got 5 inactive is equal 1 business builder. Don't leave that on the table. So make sure you're doing those calls like Carla was making her list tonight. Great to see you all tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Hope it leveraged you to new ways to meet more people. We'll see you all again next Monday. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, Jackie.
Bye, Jackie.